guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am testing out the Urban Decay all-nighter products. So recently I did a makeup haul, and in the haul I mentioned that I picked up a couple of Urban Decay products from the Feel Unique website. So I picked up a primer, foundation, a concealer and a setting spray, all from the all-nighter collection, and they were purchased because they were in the sale and I wanted really long lasting, long wearing makeup to wear with masks, because at the moment we're wearing masks everywhere, in shops, in work, lots of different places require masks. So I wanted a foundation and a primer and a setting spray that really gripped to my face and didn't transfer onto my mask. So a few people recommended this on YouTube, and I did some research, and it does claim to be transfer proof and things like that. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so all I have on my face at the moment is a moisturizer. So the first product that I'm going to be testing is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer Long Wear Foundation Grip. So let's see how this goes. So this claims to grip your foundation and won't want to let it go. It's lightweight on your skin and it leaves your skin smooth, hydrated and slightly lifted. So I'm going to apply this with my Real Techniques stippling brush. Oh, let me tell you how much these were as well. So for the primer I spent £25.92. There was a sale on, so I don't know how much it was before, but there was definitely, like, was it like 15 or 20% off or something like that? So I don't know how much of this to put on. So that's one pump, and like a half pump now for my forehead. Okay, so there's no smell to that. It feels really lightweight and smooth on my skin, nice and soft. Okay, I'm going to leave that dry a little bit before the foundation goes on. Not too much, but I don't want it wet. So I want it to be a little bit drier before I put the foundation on. So while that's drying, the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. Mine is in the shade 0.5, which is the lightest shade that they do. And this claims to be full coverage and have a matte finish. So it says that it's supposed to last all day and all night with a matte finish and a waterproof formula. It said you can build up the coverage if you want to add extra layers. And this was £29.80. Like I said, discounted, so I don't know what it originally was. So it does say to shake before use, so I'm just doing that. Okay, so I'm going to be applying this with my Morphe M439 buffing brush. It's a very dense brush, so these kind of brushes give you the most coverage. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so I've got 2 pumps here. We'll see how far that goes. Wow, this is very full coverage. I think I may have applied too much. I cannot believe the coverage on that. That was 2 pumps. I would say probably you don't need two pumps. At the moment I do have some dry skin around the sides of my nose, so it has, I don't know if you can see here, I have a spot, so it has slightly clung to that. So that's not the foundation's fault, that's obviously my skin, but everywhere else on my skin it is looking flawless. So I'm just trying to use this Real Techniques contour brush to try and blend it around my nose a bit better. But yeah, everywhere else is looking great. The colour match, spot on. Good, because it was the palest shade that they did. So it's definitely full coverage. It's a nice finish. It is definitely a matte finish, but it also looks quite natural. It doesn't look too dry or too matte. It's looking really, really nice. But like I said, this area here is very dry because it's clinging to a spot. So try to ignore that. Okay, concealer now. So I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, which on the website was the palest shade that they did. This is supposed to have 24-hour wear, matte finish, and is supposed to cover up imperfections such as dark circles for 24 hours as well. So let's see if it's the right colour. I do not know. We'll have a look. Oh, it actually looks quite pale. I don't know how much to put on, so I'm just going to start with a little bit. And then I can always add more if I need to. So I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush to blend that in. Wow, that's really good. Right, I'm just going to quickly set my face with some powder just because I don't want the concealer to crease, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I just set my whole face with powder and instantly it looks flawless. Like even the dry patch here has improved drastically since I set it with powder. I'm just looking at my skin and it still looks really dry, but much better than it did before. But that's obviously down to my spot, not any of the products that I've used. But I'm just looking at my skin and it just looks flawless, really. I am in total shock. I mean, first of all, the colour match is perfect. My perfect skin tone. I had to set it with powder because the primer and the foundation were slightly tacky, but I would have set it with powder anyway. So I just used a loose powder. But now that the powder's been on, it just makes it look so much more flawless anyway. I just really love this. As a first impressions, the concealer is amazing. I can't believe the coverage on the concealer. You saw that I only used a little bit and it gave me totally full coverage, covered up my dark circles as much as it could. It just looks, I just love the way my skin looks at the moment, so I'm hoping that it does last throughout the day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish off the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll come back to do the setting spray. Okay, so I'm going to leave my eyeliner and mascara for after the setting spray. I want to do the setting spray first. So it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. It's the normal version. I know you can get a dewy and a matte version, but this is just the normal version. So this claims to control shine. Your skin feels energized and moisturized. It has up to 16-hour wear and it's transfer resistant. Keeps skin cool and fresh. No makeup cracking or flaking, and it's a lightweight and breathable formula. So these are the massive, oh, and it has temperature control technology. I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe it stops your face from sweating. If it starts to sweat, it controls the shine maybe, I'm not sure. So that's very interesting. And this was, oh, I forgot to say how much the concealer was. The concealer was £23. And the setting spray is £25.92. So they were all discounted. You can get travel sized versions of the setting spray and the primer if you don't know if you like it first, if you want to just try out the travel size version. Right, so let's give this a shake. Right, now I don't know, oh, that's strange. It's got like two lids. It's got that lid and then that lid. Interesting. Right, I don't know what the mist is going to be like, so I'm just going to spray the mist. Oh, it's a nice mist. Lovely. Let's go then. Okay, so I did a nice generous helping of the spray. So I'm just going to leave that dry. And then I'm going to do my mascara and my eyeliner, and then I'll come back then with my final thoughts. Okay, so now that all of my face is done, I'm looking at it and it is completely full coverage. My skin looks flawless apart from the spot here. So overall, everything is looking really good at the moment as a first impression. But the real test now will be how it lasts throughout the day. So like normal with my foundation wear test reviews, I'm going to check back in after 2 hours, 6 hours and 8 hours of wearing them. So we'll see how it's looking throughout the day and I'll give you regular updates throughout the day. But at the moment, I'm loving the way it looks. I can't see any flaws at the moment. I can't see anything wrong with the products at the moment. They're all performing really well and they all look really good. So we shall see. And at some point throughout my testing today, I will wear a mask to see if any transfer comes off. I imagine a little bit of transfer will come off because it's just bound to happen, isn't it? But hopefully it's better. Normally I have like a red nose and red sides of my face, so we'll see if it's an improvement. So yeah, so far so good, really good. So I will see you in 2 hours time and we'll see how it's looking then. So see you then. Okay, so it's been 2 hours now since wearing all of the Urban Decay products, and I've just looked in the mirror and there really isn't much change other than it's getting worse here. The spot area seems to be getting drier and drier, but obviously that's not down to the Urban Decay products. I mean, that's just naturally my dry skin and the spot, so I'm not blaming those. But other than that, nothing else has changed. It looks exactly the same. It's still looking really, really good. So we'll see how it's looking in another 4 hours time. So see you then. Okay, so I've been wearing all of the products for 6 hours now, and I just had a look in the mirror and I've noticed that my under eye concealer has started to crease. Other than that, I haven't noticed major changes. I've started to become slightly oily, nothing major. But yeah, this is just getting more dry as time goes on. But normally at this point of the day, I'm really oily, but I'm not. So I don't know if that's the setting spray making me nice and matte. So that's really good. So for the next 2 hours now, I'm going to wear a mask for some of it to see whether it comes off on the mask. Well, it will come off on the mask, but how badly. So at times now over the next few hours, I will wear a mask and then I'll come back and you can see how it's looking then. So see you then. Okay, so this is my final check-in. It's been 8 hours since I first put on all the products. And like I mentioned in the last check-in, I said I was going to wear a mask, and I have been wearing a mask on and off since I last filmed. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. As you can see, there's a little line, but other than that, still looks normal. So normally after wearing a mask for quite a while, I had a red nose. So I don't really have a red nose, so that's good. So it seems to be performing well and doing the job, which is a good thing really because it was expensive. So yeah, this definitely gets a thumbs up from me. I liked all of the products and I do think they are really good. So I'm definitely going to be using them a lot more in the future. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Okay, so that completes this video. This was my review of the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer, Foundation, Concealer and Setting Spray. So I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already so you can see all my other videos. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!